Hi, Sheila Inquisitive Tarot. Hi, Uncover the News. Annie, hello. Linda B, hello. You've got knitting projects for the next couple of months as your cousin's wife is pregnant. Well, I hope blessings on that. That's just wonderful. How is everyone? It is wet over here. Yeah, follow lockdown. Yes. Let's tweet. Pissed off at Chad. Yeah, no, they've got more cases than that now. Melbourne's gone up. I haven't had a chance really to look at. Yeah, the New South Wales outbreak is just getting worse and worse and worse. Unsurprisingly. Sweetie, are you okay to come out at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, baby.
Ghani stole nearly $170 million. Yes, we'll have a look at the Afghan president. Of course, he won't have gone to a country that would arrest him, would he? Sheila, Afghan president. Yeah, presidential pardons don't apply in New York. So Vance, yeah, that's. Hi, Melinda Dutcher. Hi, Karen Anderson. Hi, Em. 60 deaths in New South Wales, bub. Sweetheart. That is shocking. There's 60 deaths overnight in New South Wales, baby.
Hang on. I have to hear you over the rain. Something about
60 deaths in New South Wales.
What?
Yeah.
How many?
According to Em, she's in Melbourne.
Yeah.
60.
Did you say deaths?
Yep.
Oh, God. Wow.
Don't know how many cases yet. Hi, Renee Rogers. Hi, Pamela Bryant. Yeah, it's just, yeah, waiting on cases. Could be wrong about the 60. But yep. Kushner associate pardoned by Trump, charged with 2 felonies in New York. Well, that's the thing. A presidential pardon doesn't get you off the hook. Oh, Renee Rogers, thank you very much. I do think it. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I understand you've got 57 cases in Victoria too now. Thank you for the support, Renee. It was so sweet. I came in the other night to tell him I'd finished, and he says, "Oh, I was in here, so I found your channel on this one, which is my private YouTube where I watch stuff." He said, "I put a like there," and then I went into my model room on the computer there, and he said, "I put a like from my YouTube channel." It's so sweet. Hi, Renee. Okay, New South Wales is on the east coast, and it takes up most of the bottom half of the country. The whole state's in lockdown. Most of the bottom half of the eastern states. It's I'll do a quick map. Hang on. Any excuse to draw a map. Yeah. Hey, pretty lady, pretty girl. That's shocking. Northern Territory, WA. Okay, so Australia. We have Queensland on the east coast. So this is the east coast here. This is the west coast. Here I am in Perth. Okay, New South Wales is here, and Sydney is that pinkish spot there. But the whole state is in lockdown. M is down in Victoria. Then we have Tasmania off the bottom, South Australia, the Northern Territory, where Darwin and Catherine are in a snap lockdown at the moment, and then, of course, WA, where I am. So that's pretty much Australia in a nutshell. They will end. They will end. Donald Trump, this could be Afghanistan, another Dunkirk situation. What? That man really does know stuff all about history, doesn't he? Oh. Doesn't know where Dunkirk is. Hi, Michelle Peterson. I think we'll have a read on what's going to happen with the Afghan president. Will he end up being arrested or not? Running off with all that mouth. Honestly, I feel so blessed. We are in the best place in the world to be at the moment. I do not take it for granted any day. Hi, Clarenceville. The fact that we are where we are and our geographical isolation keeps us pretty safe. And even the outbreaks we have had, apart from the first one, which was, you know, several hundred, like I think it got up to just under 900 or something. Apart from that one, we've had, you know, working pretty quickly. Ontario PC parties, donation letters that look like invoices. Yeah. Believe me, I know and I appreciate it. I do not take it for granted any day of the week, especially as, you know, apart from my mum and my siblings who live in Queensland. My brother was in lockdown for a while there too in Brisbane. All of my family is in either Melbourne or the bulk of it are in the Wollongong, Sydney area, in New South Wales. So you don't take it for granted in any way. Hi, Michelle Peterson. Well, I'm not sure of the parties in Canada. I'll just ask with Canada, will there be a change of government? I'll go general because I'm not sure of who the parties are and stuff, but I'll have a read on the Canadian election. Our PM has announced visas for 3,000 Afghans. They have to apply properly and all that. And they're sending in people to get people out now. Will Pelosi pull the Dems together? The Dems together. Actually, that's not necessarily Pelosi's job. That's the job of the whips. I can't remember who the chief whip is, but the Progressive Caucus whip is Ilhan Omar. And yeah. So it's the job of the whips to pull the party together to get votes in line and things like that. So that frees the speaker up to do other things. Durban, that's right, yeah. That's why I've said, so I'm just going to ask if there's going to be a change of government. In other words, the ruling party, how it's governed now, will that change to a different party? We'll do a reading on Trump, because he's always good value, isn't he? See what he's doing. And, you know, I read the energy and stuff and the possibilities. Well, I haven't started yet, but I'm going to start in a minute. We're going to look at the Afghan president. What's going to happen to him? In Canada, will there be a change of government in their election next week? Now, will Pelosi, I think we'll the Dems, will they pull it together for the votes? Trump, we'll do a check-in on Trump. Britain fears US forces may pull out of Kabul airport within days. I think they're going to be there a bit longer than they anticipated to try and help. Oh my God. Oh my God. Babe. Oh my God. For those who are familiar with British television, like 8 out of 10 cats does Countdown and 8 out of 10 cats itself. And there's comedian Sean Locke. He passed away. He's only 58. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so sad. Oh, he had cancer. I think that's probably why he stopped doing the British. Oh, that is so sad. Oh, blessing to his family. I absolutely love and adore his twisted sense of humour, but oh, that is so. Oh, that is sad. Hi, Wendy Kay. Oh, I hate seeing that, especially like he's only a few years older than me. And yeah, who is that associate, that Kushner guy? Is he going to go to jail? Kushner's associate. Well, it was hate. Well, it was. Anyway, just prayers to his family. Sean Locke, SEANLOCKE. He's just passed away from cancer. Wondered why he hadn't been around a lot. Oh, just shattering, that news. Reckon May and Balak will get that gig all on her own. Okay. Oh, I mean, I didn't know the man or anything, but just the amount of laughter. Oh, you know. Never lose hope. Never lose hope. Clarence. Hi, Ron, unconditional love tarot. Let's have a look at the Afghan president. His name's not even worth mentioning. Nine of Swords. Oh, he may have fled the country. I can't remember where he fled to, but his worries are not over. His worries are not over. So, I mean, imagine abandoning your country like that and taking like all that money. Will Prince Andrew be questioned? Be questioned re Epstein. Doesn't have all that royal privilege, well, you know, money and all that, yeah, but not the protection. Oh, his challenge is going to be avoiding justice. At the base of this Four of Swords, him running away and hiding and abandoning his people. People are dying. They're being murdered. What's he done? Ooh, I'm going to go hide in this different country here. UAE, yes, UAE, yeah. I'm going to read next immediately after this on if the UAE is going to be put under pressure. Okay. Pip decks. This is the Tattoo Tarot. No, not the Tattoo. Yeah, Tattoo Tarot. In his past, Five of Cups, and his past actions leading up to the present, loss, sorrow, pretty much says it all, doesn't it? At present, he's in the UAE, hey? 8 of Wands, lots of communication. Movement, momentum. I think he's maybe thinking about skipping over to somewhere else. 681 new cases in New South Wales. Thank you, Uncover the News. I'm not sure what pips means, Sheila. Oh, it's a Pips Tarot. Yeah, they made it, didn't they? No. Think and intuition. Oh. Oh, just the yeah. With yes, the only pictorial cards are the court cards and the arcana. Otherwise, it's just yeah. 10 of Wands in his future, in his immediate future. Big burden. Big burden. What's going to happen? His future is not at all certain. What's in his environment at the moment? Dirty money. Of course, the money. Money. He's making deals. He's talking to people about the money. He's been hiding it. Okay. Can he do phone appointments? I do phone appointments with my doctor. What do people see? Knight of Coins. Somebody who should be, they want him slowed down, and just a mercenary person who never should have been put in charge. Mercenary. This is the card of the mercenary. The Knight of Coins. He did nothing to slow the Taliban down. He did nothing to, he just didn't even bother talking to them. Ooh, I'm not sure. I hope they do, because my great niece and nephew are in North Carolina. So the Afghan president, what are his hopes and fears? Oh, he's hoping he can avoid conflict, but he's fearing he's not going to be able to. And what are his outcomes? He is the government, the processes. Government processes. But this often is represented by the Pope, which could mean the church, which is another way of saying sanctuary. He's going to be seeking sanctuary somewhere. Ace of Swords, truth is going to come out. The whole truth is going to come out about him. Knight of Cups. An offer, possibly. Then the first thing that jumped into my mind there was Trump, but then I try to, not, because, you get into those ruts, but I still see Trump. Has he been talking to Trump? Two of Swords. Whew. He has a very uncertain future. Very uncertain future. It could go either way for him. What's this guy involved with? Let's have a look on the bottom. Ace of Coins, all about money. What's this guy? Has he been in contact with Trump? Trump will play with anyone. That's a big yes. About what? Yeah. Oh. Trump will talk to anyone if he thinks he can get money or something advantageous for him out of it. So it wouldn't surprise me if Trump was doing deals with this guy on the side by doing deals with the Taliban. He honestly thought that he was going to be president. Yes, that's who I'm reading on. Okay. Oh yeah. Biden is going to rise above it. It's not, because most Americans realise who set it all in motion, and it wasn't Biden. He was just dealing with something he'd inherited. Heads are going to roll at the Pentagon. First, I'm going to read on, was she an Epstein girl? No, not at all. No. Meghan Markle? No, she wasn't. No. Will other countries put pressure on the UAE to hand over the president? Will there be pressure on the UAE to hand over the Afghan president? They're going to be on the defensive. 10 of Coins. There could be sanctions involved. Temperance and restrictions, restraint. So that again reads to me of sanctions. That doesn't necessarily mean she was one of his girls. I mean, he was a mover and shaker. He moved with everybody in all sorts of circles. But no, I'm not getting that. No. You know, I'm not getting that. She may have been on his boat, but sorry, my fringe is getting a bit long. I'm going to have to trim it. So, yeah, no, she wasn't. I'm not getting it, that she was that at all. I can't even picture it, you know. It's, yeah. UAE gonna get some pressure put on it to hand him over. He's going to be wanted. He left chaos behind. Well, the Taliban will want him for sure, but I think also, yeah, 8 of coins, details are going to be coming out about him. The lovers of deals. 6 of swords, yeah. There's definitely going to be pressure put on them to hand him over, but whether they do or not, well, Oh, that's excellent. Lewis DeJoy's potential conflict of interest. That is good news. Citizens for Ethics. Yeah, 57 locally acquired cases. We've got that. This guy was so corrupt. Did you see the Taliban sitting around some of the homes of former government officials and the furnishings and stuff that was there? It's like, obviously the money didn't get where it was needed to go. How is DeJoy feeling about that USPS having to hand over documents? Oof. The communication is not happy. There's lots of documents there. He is feeling quite insecure about it. Yeah, Jeffrey Toobin, I don't know what's going on about him, with him. Ace of Coins. Definitely going to be opportunities that he took advantage of. It's going to come out. He's feeling pretty insecure. 9 of Coins, that's the abuse of his position power. Knight of Swords. He's going to be trying to kick up a stink and cause problems. 10 of Swords could be coming to an end for him. I think there's still a little ways to go. King of Wands. Oh, it's going to show tie-ins with Trump. 8 of Coins. Lots of details. And 2 of Coins. Manipulations and things. There's so much that's going to come out with those documents. Yeah, he is feeling insecure, but like a lot of people like him, he didn't get the money he did by showing it. You fake it till you make it. Howard, our former Prime Minister, Ron Howard, says the US withdrawal was too hasty. Well, that is probably true, but it was mostly done by the time Biden was sworn in. So we're down to maybe just between 1,000 and 2,000 troops. Okay. Oh, Charles Flynn. Charles Flynn, what's going to happen? He was sacked for having the fly open and exposing himself, yes. He's gone from very respected to a fringe, I suppose, being regarded as a bit of a fringe loony. So I don't know how that happens, but yeah. Okay. Charles Flynn. General Charles Flynn. Is he going to be one of the heads that roll? Three old coins, dirty money. What's his challenge? Whoa, his challenge is, do I do this or do I? He's at a bit of a crossroads here, on a bit of a nice edge. Either way, it's not too good for him. At the base of this, the Hierophant government, his role in government, his role in a process. I think he helped supply bad intel to Biden. Taliban's not going to give the Trump cult any ideas they already don't. They don't already have, but well, getting there'll be attempts at violence, but yeah. His past actions leading up to it. Oh, his past actions have led to losses. He was part of giving the bad intel to Biden. What's this loopy here? Sorry, it was driving me nuts, this little loop of hair. 10 of coins. Family money. Family resources. In his immediate future, well, he is going to have to face questions. He's going to be grilled and grilled and grilled. There's going to be an inquiry over this, and he's going to be before. Two of Cups in his environment. It's going to be coming out how really closely affiliated he still is with his brother, and things and how his brother has been influencing military policy through him. People see someone who is a burden and should be absolutely someone who doesn't deserve the success he's had, because this is also a card of success, working hard and getting, a successful conclusion after the hard work. That's also a card of that. But they don't feel he deserves that successful conclusion. What are his hopes and fears? Four of Swords, that he's going to be forced out, forced to retire, possibly even dismissed, and his fears, that's his fears and his hopes that that's not going to happen. What are the outcomes for General Charles Flynn? Eight of Wands, things happening very quickly. Momentum, movement. Suspension at the least. Three of Wands, there will be consequences for his actions. And Seven of Coins. This is, again, another consequences card. He's going to be his last few years are going to be assessed very carefully, especially all his actions during the Trump administration. And money too. There's lots of money cards here. There's the Seven of Coins, there's the Three of Coins, there's the 10 of Coins, and on the bottom we have the Nine of Coins, abuse of a position of power and autonomy, abuse of an autonomous position. Yeah, General Charles Flynn, it's not looking good for him. Cattle pasture, hey? That is a very, very true observation, Bonnie Russell. Will Michael Flynn lose his military pension? Let's have a look. Or both of them. Will Michael Flynn lose his military flip? We'll have a look at him first. Three of Swords, Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups. So it's going to be felt that he did betray his country, and he's going to be felt that he's added to the chaos of the Trump administration. Eight of Cups. He was sacked. He was forced to walk away. There's going to be some strength in the case that it could be under investigation. The Lovers. Past action. In order to do that, they'll need real specific proof of something very specific. But there's a possibility of it happening. But strength, Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. There is a definite possibility of that happening. But it's not a guarantee. If they can prove that a real set betrayal, if they have a strong enough case for that, yes, he will. But it's not a guarantee. Oh, excellent. He'll be confirmed. Smalls will be, or Sam's will be confirmed. Yeah. There's certainly investigations happening into that. But the burden of proof on that is very high for Flynn to lose his pensions. But there is a strong possibility that that will happen. But don't the case is strengthening, but whether they reach the full burden of proof, I don't know. There's a chance he might not, but it's looking likely that he will. Okay. Oh, they're considering it, and they are looking at, you know, so what else is in the book here? Canada, will there be a change of government in Canada for the election? Will there be a change of government in Canada? The Sun, Judgment, the Empress, and Canadian people have spoken. I think it could be. That's what the voting is. All major arcana cards. Whether or not it's a good thing, I don't know. But we've got the Sun, Judgment, and the Empress, that all big yes cards. Whether or not that's a good thing, will it be a good thing? Four of Swords, Queen of Wands, Six of Cups. Could be, see a step back in policy if that happens. A step backwards if that happens for some things in Canada, if the government changes. So let's see. Good. Let's get a different deck of cards here. And will Trudeau's government be re-elected? So I'll ask that. Will Trudeau's government be re-elected? Hi, Deborah Kell. Maybe. We've got happy families. We've got the Hangman, which is a maybe, and we've got the Seven of Cups, which is a maybe. Clouded issues. Overflowing emotions. King of Pentacles, momentum. They may have a late minute charged. I will read on the Canadian election closer to it. But as it stands at the moment, it's looking more likely the opposition will get in. There'll be a change of government in Canada. So that could lead to a rollback on certain things that have been instituted by Trudeau's government. So we'll have a look closer to that. Will the Alabama rally be a super spreader event? I'm getting yes, but I'm also getting there's not going to be as many people as they wanted. That's a big yes card. Is Trump going to be disappointed with the crowd? Not as many people are going to go as he thinks. The people of Alabama have other things to think about. They really don't have a lot of time for Trump and his money, you know, and there'll be the usual crowd. Some will be bussed in from elsewhere. There'll be some restraint. Tamping down of numbers. Disappointment for Trump. Of course, he'll lie. Yeah, it's not going to be the success he thinks it's going to be. I know, it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't even turn up, but he probably will because he's desperate for that. But okay, what's next? Will the Dems pull together? I mean, like I said, it's not actually Pelosi's job to. Pelosi is the Speaker of the House. Yes, she is the head honcho, but the whips also have a role to play. So will the Dems be pulled together into a more cohesive bunch? Knight of Wands. They're coming to a bit of a tipping point. They're coming to a bit of a crossroads here. So we've got the Knight of Wands where there's been talking within the party. The whip's been talking to people. Pelosi's been talking to the whips. A crossroad moment, but then with the Two of Swords, tipping point moment. But then we've got new energy. So this is good. Hey, sweetheart. Then we've got new energy with the Ace of Wands. They're going to stand together. They're going to set new boundaries. Strictly in yes-no terms, this is a no card, and so is this. But this is not heartbreak and despair. This is letting go of some of the things for now, some of the differences for now, letting go of them. I feel it should be reversed, and that's going to make a difference. And that's those differences not to keep in a time where they need to be coherent. The differences have been causing some trouble, and they've been unable to draw the boundaries that they need to, but that's going to change. They are new defences, and because there's going to be new energy, they're going to be able to build up new defences. There are changes happening. Queen of Wands, there's Nancy, but there's still a bit of an anxious time ahead. But it's going to be hard work, but yes, they will be successful in the end, but there is a bit of an anxious time ahead. Yes, sweetie. No, Sean Locke, the comedian from 8 out of 10 Cats and stuff with the glasses.
Yeah.
He died.
How?
He had cancer.
Oh, that's quite young, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's only 58. You liked him.
Yeah.
He was the one with the out there ideas at times. The real, you know, the sourpuss. Yeah, sweetie, yeah.
I'm fine.
What's going on? Pain?
No, fine. What did you say New South Wales numbers were gone?
670 something, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I think there was only one death, so.
Only one death?
I think so.
Well, it'd be nice if that figure was wrong, because that's a horrible figure to. 681 new cases and one death. Thank you very much, Uncover the News. Thank you for that.
Yeah. And Queensland's holding up well.
Double donut. It means 10 days. 10 days. Yeah, they're into the double figures, like 10 days without cases. Mm-hmm. The weather's blowy. Just go get him. Yeah. Oh, Matt Gates. Hey. First Lauren Boebert, and now Matt Gates are showing support for the Taliban. Now, here's, if I remember correctly, it's a long time ago, and I've probably got the history wrong, but I think America initially helped the Taliban. They were the freedom fighters, but yeah. Look at this, the Taliban. This is what the Taliban are about. We'll override you to make the changes we want, and you've got no hope. That's what the Taliban are all about. Will Gates and Boebert et al., will their championship of the Taliban backfire on them? Could you make that one a little bit stronger, Bubby?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thanks, sweetie.
Accidentally did a decaf.
Oh, that wouldn't have bothered me.
No, it's not strong.
Will this backfire on them? Loss, the Hanged Man, suspension. They should think no, because we've got the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands, certainly causing debate, and the Hanged Man. But we've got loss here, debate, conflict, the Hanged Man, Page of Wands, talking about others, greedy merchants on top of the Hanged Man, Page of Wands on top of the loss. The losses are going to mount and mount, the losses of lives, interpreters, and things like that. And the more they talk about it, they're going to put themselves into a bigger, you know, even people who are stuck with them for years are going to go, no way. It is going to backfire on them. The debate about is going to increase. He wants it to increase debate. He wants to highlight it to make the Biden administration look bad. But Biden's going to ride through this because he didn't, you know, there were only what? Not that many troops left by the time Biden got into office. Trump had withdrawn most of them. So it was very much, he's trying to divert and make it look like it's all Biden's fault and not Trump's. It is going to lead to a change in fortune. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here for him and her. Pentacles, it's going to affect their donors. They're not going to want to. King of Wands. You know what? This stuff, just more stuff's going to come out about Trump and his dealings with the Taliban. Biden's going to win. In this particular little thing with things flying at the paperwork's there, you know, Biden's got all the receipts to show who instituted what and when, and the bad intel he got given. He had 5,000 Taliban and their leaders. Yeah, I think stuff's going to come out on that, actually. Yeah. He did, didn't he? He had a lot of the Taliban leaders released. That was part of his deal. Wonder how much they gave him. Entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Overall, yeah, it's going to backfire on them. It's going to backfire on them. And they're not ever going to get into public office again. There's so much. It's going to take years to work through everything in the Trump administration. The Trump administration did, and there will be people years from now being indicted for stuff they did while they were with the Trump administration, even after Trump's gone. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie.
Okay. How's it going there?
It's going good.
Good.
Hi, Sharon Side. Hi, Geek. How are you? Hi, Deborah Costo. Wendy Kay, I think I said hello earlier, didn't I? I loved the pictures you sent. Mini Schnauzer was Siggy. Yes, I saw the pictures. They were lovely, lovely Geek Hillbilly. Thank you so much for sharing those lovely babies with me. Mini Schnauzer was Siggy, and the brown and white one was Peanut. Hi, human generic. Yes, I should think so. The US are talking to the Taliban about keeping the airport open as long as possible. But you love him anyway, don't you? Thanks, Em. Thank you, Em. Drive safe. Yes, very much so. Hi, Kate, Sweet Blue. Yeah. I asked guides how long will the airport at Kabul remain open. I got a couple of weeks. Oh my goodness. What who would do that? Oh, well, you would. I hope your daughter's safe from her ex as well. I'm glad that Diggy's safe, but I hope your daughter is safe too, Geek. So let's see. So I've got a couple of weeks. Will the Kabul airport be open for another couple of weeks? Good. We've got the Eight of Swords, which is confinement, just feeling trapped. Also, it's looking at a no card there, but confinement. Thanks, Em. Thank you very much. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, yeah, he wouldn't want to be going after her then. Good. So will the airport at Kabul remain open for another couple of weeks? Yes. Now it's going to be chaotic. It is definitely going to be chaotic. Okay. Yes, definitely. It's very trying to keep the Taliban at bay is going to be, because their word's not worth. Okay. They might say 2 weeks and then decide after 3 days that, oh, no, we're going to move in. So there's going to be, so it is going to be chaotic, keeping them at bay. And they'll still be able to move people out. Apparently, the Taliban are giving an amnesty to people, to women and girls who want to leave. Yeah, just try and get to the airport. That's the thing. Support. There's going to be extra support coming in to keep the airport open longer, which I think Biden has already announced. Judgment. Ace of Cups. Energy. They're going to try and shut it down earlier. Um, yeah. There are, yeah, it's, ideally the US would like a couple of months and other countries would like a couple of months, but yeah, they're not going to get as long as they want. They're just not. They're not going to get as long as they want in there. Got this high priestess. Um, there's other things going on in the background. I'm not sure. So, yeah. Hi, Joji. Oh, bullshit. I don't know who that person is, but she is full of bull. Yes. Yeah, I saw that. I do think they got him out, but I'm not 100% sure, but I do think they got him out. But honestly, the one flight Australia has gotten out of Kabul, which had a mix of Australian and Afghan people on it, 26 people. Come on, we can do better than that. Scotty from marketing, we can do better than that. Scotty from marketing, of course, is what Lena, the wonderful Lena Rodriguez, calls our Prime Minister. Hi, Denise Trudeau. Yeah. Oh, some people. Having to deal with exes like that, just my prayers go out for your continued safety for everyone who has to deal with an ex like that. Religious fanatic who ran for president in 2012. Yeah, well, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. this woman. Okay. Oh. Yeah, no, not Australian. I'm ashamed. I really am. I'm ashamed that we're not doing a better job, you know. I don't blame our military either, because they're probably getting mixed up, confusions and all that. So she said that Marjorie Taylor Greene on Getter. How long is Getter going to last? Let's have a look at that. That's Trump's new thing, is it? Hi, Catherine Cousy. Nice to see you. And hello to everybody else who's watching but not in the chat. Thank you for joining us. And I usually say hello a bit earlier. Thank you. And hi to everyone later on who chooses to view my videos. I really appreciate it. And thumbs up would be, yeah. And notification bell. I never remember the notification bell. What was I looking at? Support. Something about, I was thinking about the Marjorie Taylor Greene thing, and support came out. What about support? Oh, insecurity. She may have made a misstep there. It's one thing to say ineffectual. It's one thing to say not doing the job properly. It's one thing to even say he's a bit too lally, which he isn't. But to call it the president a piece of S like that, that's never a good thing. Hi, Mary Fanu. How's Boston going? Okay, I hope. Oh, support. Losses in support. There are some things you just don't do for a lot of people, and that's one of them. If you're an elected representative, it's one thing to private citizen, but if you're an elected representative and you're going on a platform like that and saying something like that, oh, no, it's not a good idea. Corruption. King of Pentacles, corruption. This should be reversed, I feel. Corruption. She's got to be careful because there's something coming out. Her stability and her donor stability is at risk. Oh, why is her stability and her donor stability and the support she has and losing of support at risk? Tower moment coming up for her. Hi, Flora. How are you? Oh, she's going to be called forth to answer for that. Why shouldn't we censor you? But, you know, her own party won't do it. But there's also, why is there a judge? A tower is coming up for this woman at the base of this. Her stability and losses are in her challenge. Loss of support is her challenge, and her stability is at risk. So she's got to step carefully. Why? Because there's a tower moment coming up, and possible outcome for her is the Queen of Swords. Why? Moon, lies, deception, and there's a change coming for her, big change. Yeah, well, she's got 3 big impact cards there, so there are some things you just don't do. You just don't do. Show Russia may be preparing to test nuclear-powered Skyfall missile. Is that true? Is Russia going to be testing a missile? The Vice President of Afghanistan, Amullah Saleh, is in the mountains gathering forces to defend the country and people. How will they do? The President ran away with all the money. Hey, Whitby, come on. We've spoken about this. Hi, Shelby, Lisa. Okay. First, we'll have a look at the satellite imagings, and then I'm going to have a look at the Vice President and his fight. He's not giving up on his people and running away. Okay. Whitby, what? I know. Big waggy tail. Yeah, you're not really upset, are you? You just want his attention. Spoiled doggy. Okay. These missile tests. Are they preparing? Are the Russians preparing to test them? Knight of Cups. Yeah, their assessment. They might. I've got the Knight of Cups here. Whitby, stop that. You're being very naughty. Pushing boundaries, trying to set boundaries. The 7 of, okay, so the 7 of Wands. No. Testing boundaries, setting boundaries. 7 of Pentacles, maybe. The Knight of Cups and offer.
He's not hungry, he just wants attention.
I know. Stirring the pot, pushing boundaries, restrictions, the 8 of Cups, stepping off a cliff and seeing what's happened. I think that saying, look, you know, if you lift some of the sanctions you have on Russia and all that, we might not do these tests. So they might withdraw if they get an offer from the US to ease some sanctions and things like that. So they're pushing and seeing what happens with the foray. New growth. The King of Wands with new growth. Talking new growth, new talks. The Knight of Wands, again, with new growth on the wand. New growth. They are definitely increasing their missiles program. They're definitely increasing it. They might try and use it as a way to get some sanctions lifted from the US. You know, if you lift a few sanctions, we won't do it. We won't test these missiles, that sort of thing. 16 new cases in the ACT. Thank you very much. Yeah. The eyes being his headlights, I take it. Through a hole. Okay. So yeah, they're definitely trying to use it as a bargaining chip with the US, but if it doesn't work, yeah, I'll test them. Now, what's the name of this wonderful man who stayed behind to try and help his people? That Mike Richards dude, he's not even worth doing a reading on. Amrullah Saleh. Okay, how will Amrullah Saleh go in his gathering forces to defend the country? He is, of course, he's got a lot of energy behind this at the moment. What's the challenge here? Is that a lot of the forces have just laid down and gone, you know, I'm not going to fight these dudes. That's a big challenge. So the basis of this is the Taliban getting in virtually unchallenged, and the need for him to step up is because his boss nicked off with a whole heap of money. His past actions, how are they going to? He has fought for his country in the past. He's going to continue to fight for his country. He will be a pain in the ass to the Taliban. Good. At the moment, he is in the mountains. He is gathering resources. He is assessing situations. He is looking at places that he could establish some strongholds and all that. He is assessing things. Hey, Baba! In his immediate future, ooh, he's got a real fight on his hand in the immediate future. There could even be some betrayals. So he can't trust everyone that's around him. Okay. Hawley. What's this? Stability. He is a strong, stable leader. And he will work on building that stability. But he can't trust everyone around him at the moment. But I do feel like he will route those people out. In his environment is talks, communications. Whitby, stop being a naughty boy. I know you want attention, sweetheart, but Mummy can't talk to you all day. Okay? Mummy loves you. Mummy does. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Mummy loves you. His tail is wagging, so that means he's trying it on the dog. in his environment is the Knight of Wands. Talking to people, gathering those troops. So this talking here is a very fine speaker. He's a very good orator. And he is also a man of integrity. The fact that he stayed and said, right, I can't stop these dudes from here. Let's go and see what we can do. What do people see? They see someone who's going to need help, and they see someone who, yes, he is going to get at least 3 bases together in the near future. Okay, what are his hopes and fears? They see someone who is capable of doing that. His hope is that he can get some help. He might turn to Russia, but he fought against Russia. So his hope is that he can get some help from within his own people. His fearing is that they just, and abundance, things that they need, shelter. His hope is that people give them that. He's fearing that at the moment they're too scared. Whitby.
Now he's hungry. Different time.
Driving you mad. He's hoping is that he will get the shelter and stuff that he needs, but he is worried. He is fearing that people will be too scared for a while. So I do feel he has enough to be where he is for a while. What are the outcomes for Umbrella Salah in the mountains of Afghanistan? And he's fighting back. He will, yes, he will be fighting back. Justice, he really is. Processes, governments, shelter, even sanctuary. He's going to find a sanctuary somewhere in those mountains. He's got lots and lots of different ways planned in which he can strike back. So there's going to be he was a guerrilla fighter once. He's be a guerrilla fighter again, and with that will come all that knowledge. He will stand and he will defend and he will set boundaries. He will fight back. But you know what? He's not going to win things back anywhere in the immediate future. Sanctuary, remaining hidden, but getting out, doing skirmishes, setting new boundaries, getting people in. Will he eventually win, he or his consort? Eventually, but it's a long way away. Well, they'll eventually come to some sort of an agreement, but it's a long, long way. I just got split into, like the country split in two, with the Taliban in one area and ruling one area, but that's a long, long way away if that happens. Will it be months or years? Will it be months? Or years? Years. 10 years possibly? He's going to yeah, his actions will eventually pay off, but it's going to be years before. But I just got, you know, when that deal, when the 6 came up, making a deal, boundaries set, basically Afghanistan being split in 2. Yeah, possibly. Yes. The Mujahideen. Possibly, yeah. That's what he was part of, and that's what he knows, yes. I don't know if they'll call it that, but now, yeah, oh, he will never, ever. Yep, he will fight against them. Will it be him in the end who comes to a new settlement, or someone else who's taken over from him for that? I think that possibly, yeah, there will be a change before the settlement happens. In leadership. Yeah. But not because he says, okay, I'll hand over leadership. You know, it will be, you know. Can only hope, give him the wish the best for him. You guys haven't grown up in Australia where guns are essential for only certain parts of the community and stuff. I'm not familiar with a lot of things and all that. So it makes me a little bit uncomfortable to be talking all sorts of different sorts of guns, that's all. But yeah, that doesn't mean I don't agree with your rights or whatever to do. I just, yeah. It sort of makes me uneasy and stuff because of where I grew up. It's not like it's something that you have around all the time. So sometimes I get a bit freaked when I see people talking about guns all the time. So, yeah. But Civil War. I mean, a Civil War octagon-shaped barrel. That's interesting. That's, you know, historical guns are actually interesting to me, but modern ones are like, it freaks me out. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen Deadliest Warrior. Watched a couple of episodes with my husband. Yeah. Yeah, I don't ask very often for subjects to be sort of reeled in a bit. So I hope nobody gets upset if I say comparing guns and all that. Can you not do it, please? It's just, yeah, not comfortable with it. Vampires versus zombie show. Oh, my hubby, I love you. You can talk about vampires and zombies. Let's talk about seashells. No, it's just, yeah, sometimes I just get, it just gets a chilly feeling and stuff down my spine sometimes. And, yeah, historically, a lot of things are, like, really fascinating, but it's like, sometimes, yeah. And there's no offense intended at all. It's just, yeah, just. Sort of get a bit short-circuited. That's it. It's sort of like short-circuits me a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Well, shelve the gun thing. Like I said, there's not very many things I ask to, you know. So. Oof. Yeah, there's some nasty warriors out there. Okay, what's next? So what's next? I was just shuffling and Biden flew out. So I think that is a sign. I was just shuffling and the king cards flew out. So that's a sign. I think time to do a reading on Biden. I haven't done a reading on Biden in a while. So let's do that. There's a full moon this weekend. Wow. Will the congressman who participated in the insurrection be taken down before the next election? Thanks very much, guys, for respecting my wishes there. I do appreciate it. I don't want to isolate anyone on anything. Just, you know how I like there's some subjects like missing children, kids under 18, all that sort of stuff I stay away from. The missing children especially, it just like swamps me. I get that same feeling with, you know, Okay, so Biden. He flew out of the deck. So why? Let's have a look. Let's do a quick reading on Biden. Well, we've got the sun here on the bottom, which is good. Battens, 4 of battens, minor celebration. Homes, bringing people home. This is just a short reading. Le Pape, 5, the government processes. Sanctuary, providing sanctuary is a challenge. The challenge at the moment is providing the sanctuary, of course, for the Afghans who talk with that is a challenge at the moment. The advice for him is to judgment, wake up call on others. And also to review some of the advice he'd been given. Have a review. Make a quicker judgment. Now he's barking. At least he's not whining. So judgment. What's at the base of this? Temperance. Tempering, finding a new balance. Yeah. And I do think he's going to do that. He's going to be looking for more balanced judgment there and more balanced advice. What's the outcome for him at the moment? The King of Swords. Definitely he is words, sharp words. People are going to feel his temper here. Sharp words. The Ace of Battens, new energy, renewed energy. Go in there. Renegotiate a few things. Talk to a few people. Talk to other countries. It is a worrisome time for him. Will he ride this through? He is going to ride this through. 10 of battens. It's going to be a little bit hard, but the King, yes. The King of Battens, calm, solid leadership, new energy in leadership and resolution. So, yes, yeah, but it is going to be a bit of a worrying time for him. You let him know, Whippy. Good boy. Good boy. He's telling next door. I don't know what. This is my yard. This is my yard. So there. You go away. So there. Yeah. So that's just he's reviewing things and looking at the advice he was given, and he's showing a lot of restraint, but there are going to be people who are going to feel his temper. Heads will roll. Prince Andrew. Will he be questioned by the US with regard to Epstein? Thanks for letting people know, Joji. Will Prince Andrew, Roy de Q, King of Cups. Ten of Swords. He's feeling quite... He really does feel he should be protected from all this because he's a royal. This is royal in the royal sense. But he's really not that mature. He's as mature as he's going to get, and it's not that mature. And he is definitely, well, not handling things well. The Ten of Swords is his challenge. Oh, people are stabbing me in the back. They're leaving me. He's really feeling sulky. The best advice for him is the Sun. Answer their questions. Be open and honest. Why? Because juggling, because you're not going to be able to manifest lies and stuff. You're not going to be able to do that. He's a terrible liar. Three of Swords is the outcome for him. Just be open, be honest, answer their questions. It's going to hurt with the Three of Swords. It's time to just let go of the idea that this is not going to follow you for the rest of your life. The Two of Swords. Yeah, you made the wrong choices and accept that. Diable, repeated mistake after mistake after mistake. It's time to face up to his mistakes, and he's going to have to face up to his mistake. And the momentum is growing for that. He will be questioned. I don't think he'll ever be able to go to the United States again, but they're not going to demand that Britain hand him over for charges or anything like that. But if he does step foot in the US again, they probably will have enough to at least calling him in for questioning. So they might allow him to be, I do think he's going to be questioned, but yeah. Need a dose of comedy. Yep. The Kushner associate. Who is it? Yep. Okay. Who's this Kushner associate? That's what I want to know. Does anybody know who that is? Hi, Michelle Mabel. Oh, great. There's a Legionnaires case in Melbourne. No, the Afghanistan withdrawal will not define the Biden presidency, as Sky News is saying. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing. Any other questions? Got you know, will the MAGA people, will they be influenced by the Taliban beliefs and things? No, because they're foreign. They're foreign. They're bad enough as they are. Proud Boys might, because they believe women should be in the home and subjugated. So yeah, my niece in Asheville posted some photos yesterday of Asheville and the flooding. Her house is up on a hill, so she's fine, but she said it's just half an hour the water rose 3 feet where she was. Yeah, guys, can we not talk about the weapons you own, please? Yeah. It's sort of distracting for me, and yeah. I know that you know your guns and respect them and everything. I'm just getting a little bit. It's causing me to feel shaky. So, yeah. As long as you have all the permits and you're respectful and they're kept safe and things like that, you know, I really don't care what you have. I'm just not comfortable with it. Yeah. Going into the last hour, I'm going to put on there's a photo painting. I've got a pet special set up for tomorrow night, 8 p.m. my time, which is 8 a.m. If you'd like me to change it to Friday night, I can do that. Hi, Sharon, how are you? Guys, I don't want to have to start blocking comments, okay? Yep. Thanks, Amy. Hi, Sharon Lee, how are you? Yeah. That's okay, Geek Hillbilly. Yeah, the more talk, it's just making me really, really uneasy. I don't know why, and you know, I'm pretty open for people talking about a lot of things, and just asking that. You know, you keep what you have that way in guns. That that is. I'm so sorry to hear that. It is bad here. It's still got a ways to go. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you that they're going to go down soon, but they're not. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really a wilting flower on a lot of for some reason. I just don't. Yeah. You know. Oh, hi, Em. You're back. Yeah, you've got the Lambda variant in Texas too. Hey, sweetie. Red. I'm just doing a quick chakra rebalance. Red, orange, yellow, green for the heart, blue for the throat, indigo for the third eye, clear light on the crown, red, the root, orange at the sacral, solar plexus, yellow, green for the heart, blue for the throat, indigo third eye, clear. Okay, feel a bit better. Oh, okay, just yeah. I'll just be back in a minute, okay? Thank you very much, Geek. That's all right. Yeah, like, yeah, thank you very much for, I know it took a while, but, you know, I didn't want to have to start blocking people because it was unsettling me, the more talk of it. So. I'll just be back in a tick. Sweetheart, could you do me another coffee?
Nothing up there?
Oh.
Possibly. Yeah, what? Calvin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
General conversation.
come on, man. Oh. What sort?
Oh, Strong one.
Hey?
Strong one. Strong and hot.
Okay.
Extra hot.
Oh, baby.
I'm back. Yeah, please. Just, you know, it was just really causing me some, so set this chat for, oh, there's no trolls, at least not that I know of, and if they are, I have mods, great mods who are troll slayers.
Troll slayers. Love it.
Trolls are the people who,
Yeah,
I don't get hit very often. I got a big hit once with lots and lots and lots. I don't get hit very often.
Troll
But,
slayers.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Normally it wouldn't bother me, you know, but it just seemed to be upsetting everything, like throwing me off balance and stuff. So, and I'll discuss lots of things, as you know, but there's certain things yeah, just what you own and all that. I don't think it really adds to the conversation. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Well, yeah. Some of them are just scary. Okay. Will there be problems on September 18 when Trump yet again does not get reinstated? No one should have to have them. That's the thing. Some people have them for good reasons, you know. Some people have them over here for good reasons and stuff. But it shouldn't be something you have to feel safe, which is sad, you know. Trump is not president. No, Michelle Mabelli, no. Joking. Yeah, oh, the Lambda variant, which is even nastier than Delta, is in Texas now. So let's just put that there. So, what do you want to bet? It'll be in Australia in a month? Yes, sweetie.
Is that a variant of interest or confirmed nasty?
It is nastier.
Oh, yeah.
Even more contagious, I think. But, you know. Oh, yeah, that is the most upsetting thing about yesterday's figures, 633, is that 10 of them with children under 12 in New South Wales. I told you, don't make me block the user. I'll put you in timeout. One more comment, I'll put you in timeout, geek. Okay? Oh, don't worry about it. Hi, Sheila. I will put people in timeout. Come on, guys. Don't push me. I love you all, but I can be strict. Who haven't heard from Dave for a while. GM Dave, if you're out there, please come back. Love you. I will. You're going to behave. And a monoclonal treatment could be the reason for misinformation, greed. Yeah. Hi, Running Sloth NH, how are you? I don't know why it just really upset me today and really threw me off balance. And there's something big coming that involves weapons. Oh, could be emissaries gathering resources to try and steal back. Yeah, there's put the wrong person in a power of autonomy. Truth coming out. People are going to be caught, they're going to be prosecuted, but there are some secrets. People have got secret stashes. Well, that's not surprising. But there's going to be some trouble. But there's definitely going to be some events, more than one. Whether they're domestic or foreign, there's definitely going to be some prosecutions happening too. I'll say hello. What's going on? Okay. Will there be domestic terrorism issues? Will there be trouble September 18? Hi, Kim King. I do agree. Yes, Beto O'Rourke. He's going to be in a position that lends stability. People are getting sick of the governor. They're getting sick of Cruz. They're getting sick of Cornyn. They're getting sick of the Republicans. Those laws are going to backfire on them. There will be people voting Democrat who have never voted Democrat again in their lives and will never vote Democrat again, but they will this next election in Georgia, because it's like they know what this means, you know. donors. They're gonna, you know, they're going to be losing donors. There's going to be group talk, you know. Those guys are going to pay judgment. Abbott and Cruz and all that they are going to be called to answer, but to the people and some of the deals that they've made. Beto is going to be a steadying, stabilizing influence in Texas. I still don't know. I can't see him as governor. When we get into the Senate, will he get into the Senate? Yeah. Governor or senator. Is that true? Yes. 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 But it's a bit up in the air what it's going to be, whether it's going to be governor or senator or some or whatever. But it is going to be up in the air. Yeah, he's definitely going to be there in a very influential and stabilising way. Definitely got a major role to play. Okay, September 18. Let's go for that again. Well, people are working and they're getting money from behind the scenes. He'll do his acceptance speech in English and Spanish. There's definitely people gathering and planning. It is going to be a bit of a tipping point with these guys. Money. There are some hidden obstacles to them, which is good. It's September 18th going to be a tipping point with these guys. But will it get worse? Oh, there's going to be a lot of prosecutions out of that and a lot of judgments, but will it get worse? Will they get worse after that, Justice? Yeah, possibly. It's going to go on for a while. Got justice, got the high priestess plans. Things are going to go on for a while, but a lot of them are going to be facing justice as well. There will be prosecutions. There will be people facing justice and having to defend themselves. But it's also, I think it's going to be an unsettling year till the 2022 elections. Will Beto O'Rourke be the president one day? After Kamala Harris, will Beto O'Rourke be the president one day? After Kamala Harris. Might even be Kamala Harris's vice president. Judgment. Yeah, I think he could be, yeah. But there could be some changes before that happens. There's a chance. after Kamala Harris. That's what came into my mind. So president, we've got the judgment card, death card, page of pentacles, a long journey to success, but it's still got after Kamala Harris. After Kamala Harris will be some heartbreak along the way. It's true. Will he be vice president? Will he become vice president? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes. Yeah, she could be her running mate. He has to let go of some things first, put some things behind him first. But yes, and I've got the Queen of Cups as well. Yeah, he could be. Yeah, he'd be a very popular choice too for vice president. He'd inspire a lot of faith in people. This is faith. Inspire a lot of faith in people, and he would not put up with dust. He is not an end justifies the means kind of person. Yeah, he could. Yeah, I do feel he may end up as vice president to Kamala. It could be to Kamala. Yeah. That's quite a ways down the road. Stacey Abrams, when is she going to be a leader in Washington? Will Stacey Abrams end up in Washington? I don't know. I see her, if she does, it's going to be in the Senate, I think. But I don't, when? Stacey Abrams. Consequences, ships coming in, donor money, the Empress, people voting for her. Leadership and stability, bringing back harmony and balance, getting through the apathy that people have. I think she might eventually end up in the Senate, but you know what? I think she could. She may run for governor again. Yeah. Will she run for Florida governor again? Hierophant, maybe. No. Yes, she might have some plans on the table to do that. Should be a very good, strong, stable leader. Really, really redo laws, bring stability and evenness to the state. Those debatable boundaries. night. Can't keep your eyes open. Well, good night, Geek Hillbilly. Have a good sleep. Thank you. Now, I can do the pet special tomorrow night my time, which is tomorrow morning your time. I can move it to Saturday morning my time and Friday night your time. What would you like? If you'd like it Friday night your time, I'm happy to move it back another day, a few hours to Saturday morning. What would you like me to do? Friday night, morning. Yes, she's thinking about running for governor. She's definitely tossing it up. I do think she'd win. She's talking to people about it. Yeah, but Friday morning or Friday night? I can do it Friday night my time or Saturday morning my time. Your Friday morning, yeah. Okay. Will Florida get a strong leader next year? Yes. I do think maybe Rebecca Jones has got a really good, Nikki Fried is the other one. I do think Rebecca Jones. Will Florida get a strong leader next year? Yes, there's going to be, yes, a very strong leader. Someone who is not corruptible. This is Florida we're looking at, out in the cold and debate, debacle, fight. There might be a bit of a fight, but justice is in there. A new direction. A part of the 8 of Cups is heading in a new direction. If you're looking at strictly yes, no's, it's a no card. So it's the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. So we've got justice. Whew, it's going to be a bit of a fight, but they will get a very strong leader. Who's there to support the people. Definitely heading in a new direction. People are going to be, yeah. And look at this. Stability, strength of leadership. You vote for Friday night, your time. Yeah. It's Val Demings for Florida governor, is it? I thought she was going to up against Marco Rubio. Val Demings, will she be the governor, next governor? She'll definitely be in a governmental role. Assessing? No, I don't think she'll be the governor, but I do think she might. Will she take the Senate seat, Marco Rubio's seat? Yeah, she's aiming for the Senate in resolution. I could be wrong, but I think she's looking to the Senate. I don't think, yeah, she's definitely going to be in government. A very strong leader there too. Hi to everyone who's watching. 7:30. 7:30 EST for the pet special. 8. No, I'll go 8 p.m. 8 p.m. EST. So 8 o'clock. Okay. Okay. Hi, Shelby Lisa. No, Sherry French. I didn't register the name. Sorry. Okay, let's have a look at Trump. How's he going at the moment? I've already said he's got to be a bit disappointed with his cow patty rally. When will SCOTUS be fixed? I just got next year. Next year. That just popped into my head when I saw it. Next year. Second or first half? Around the middle of the year. Second into third quarter of the year. So, yeah. Okay. There's going to be a couple of resignations. I think Thomas is going to go. Thanks, Sherry French. Will 2 or 3 judges be removed? Let's have a look. 2 or 3 judges. 2? Yeah, 2. I do feel Thomas is going to be one. There's going to be tower moments coming for these guys because of something big. You're going to retire. High Priestess. Hidden agendas. I do feel like we might be losing one of them sooner rather than later. Temperance. There will be more balance on it. Definitely one of Trump's choices is going to go. Someone's going to be facing judges themselves. Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords, corruption, prosecution. One of them is possibly going to be facing prosecution in the future. Page of Pentacles. Definitely one of them is going to be feeling really, really anxious. I think Clarence Thomas is going to go because he just realises it's just going to be untenable, and he just, no. He's just had enough too, I think. But one of Trump's choices is in a lot of trouble. I get the feeling it might be Kavanaugh, but I think one might go in this latter part of this year and another one next year, and replacing those will bring more balance into the situation. Biden is reluctant to add more judges. Will he add a couple of judges, but then not replace the ones that go? It might, if it takes too long, he might add another 2 judges. And then as Thomas and possibly Kavanaugh go, not replace them. But let's have a look. Will Biden add another 2 judges? He's looking at it. Oh, it could even be 3. He's talking to people about it. Looking at the possibility. They're all yes cards. Possibly. And then he'll let attrition get rid of the Trump ones. But he doesn't want to add too many. He doesn't want to change it so that, yeah, the change, he might add a couple, 2 to 3 more, and then he'll let attrition happen till it's back to 9, because I feel that 9 is felt like it's a good number. I'd even add someone who is basically politically independent. Will one of the new judges be someone who is basically not affiliated with either, you know, politically independent, an independent swing voter type person? I don't think judges tend to be that. They're either one or the other. But hi, Maureen Howe. Oh, yeah. He might do that, but no. No. Judges don't tend to be independent in their thinking. But, yeah, as much as he'd like to, I don't see that happening. But he will ultimately, yeah, letting go of that. He's looking at that thinking, but I think it's something that's not going to happen because it's I feel it's something that's happened before and it hasn't worked out. I don't know. So, yeah. So my pet special, I'm going to move to Saturday morning my time, which will be Friday night in the US. Will Stephen Brea retire? Will he retire? Stephen Brea. Is he a conservative or a liberal? The world. I think he's coming close. He's definitely thinking about it. Will he retire? Resolution. World, the Hierophant. Position. Hangman. Suspension. He might. Tower. Put in by Clinton. Well, I don't think Clinton would have put in a Republican without having good reason to, and his views. But yeah, he could retire. He's definitely got something that coming up with which is going to impact him. But tipping point, messenger details. He's sort of thinking about it and looking at the details and messenger victory. He might. He's definitely got something happening, which is a bit of a tower event. But I don't feel like it's scandalous. It could be health or something. That means he needs to rest or something like that. He's definitely thinking about it. I think there might be something going on with his health. He might even have a major event happen. Yeah. I don't think it'd be anything scandalous if he does have something happen to him. It could be health related. So, okay. Any other questions, guys? "82 years old, but Ruthie was 87 and she never retired." Yeah, when I got the tower thing for Stephen Brea, it felt more like it was health than any scandal. That he's been thinking about it, getting to a point where he's going to have to make a decision. Yeah, she did. Has Alan Weisselberg flipped on Trump yet? Immediate thing is no. Then I get the Knight of Swords, which is investigations. The investigators are really putting a squeeze on him. And the Nine of Pentacles, which is a yes. He's definitely getting to, the pressure is getting to him. Ace of Wands, his energy is building up, but he doesn't want to. He definitely doesn't want to. Strength, but they're building pressure on him and he might change his mind, but
He really doesn't want to. And he's holding out, but the pressure they're putting on him is really, really hard. The Wheel of Fortune, strength of the pressure. There is a change coming with him. He's been holding out. There is a change coming with him. It's going to put him out in the cold with Trump, and Trump's going to feel really betrayed. They are increasing. He's increasingly embattled. Yeah, I think he will, but not yet. Will there be foreign terrorist attacks? We've got quite a few people in jail over here on terrorism charges. So I'm going to first ask is, will Australia be putting more people behind bars? Will Australia be putting more people behind bars on terrorism charges? Let's start with us. Yes. Oh, yeah. Definitely. There is, yes, there's going to be some people with financial ties, I think, using their position. And some people who may even have ties and be in and communicating with people about the US. So, yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be prosecuting and putting more people behind jail on terrorism charges or terrorism related charges. Might even down his punishment. But just a few minutes before he was supposed to be handed down his punishment, what happened, Patricia Ray? And how are you, darling? And while they were in court, a video showed up on YouTube showing this rider attacking a police officer at the dinner. And now his charges have changed. Yeah. He'd be better plead guilty. Okay, will there be increased threat against America and other Western countries from foreign terrorists? Yes, America and other countries, even us, should be proceeding with caution. The chatter, this is the chatter is increasing. Chatter is increasing. Looking at money, following money. You need to be following money. Yes, it's definitely increased in danger. So this is need to proceed with caution because this is the same pattern over and over and over and over. Well, chatter Now we've got the Eight of Swords, confinement. The Six of Swords is bumpy waters. There's going to be more people, more of those horrible hostage videos and stuff coming out. Chaos, yes. King of Swords, yes. King of Cups, especially America, is a big target. Is there going to be, okay, I'm going to ask a question that I'm sure a lot of people have on their mind. Is there going to be a big resurgence with Al Qaeda? Is there going to be a big resurgence with Al Qaeda? Thanks, Sam. So, I'm going to move the pet special so it's from now on, so it'll be Friday nights in the US and Saturday mornings my time. So is Al Qaeda going to have a resurgence? Well, those fears are justified. At foot, email me at foot footprint tarot. Those fears are justified. Are they going to? Yes, definitely. There's chaos in the future with these guys. Biden, the US under Biden is a big target. Yeah, they've been building strength, very disruptive. Yeah, they're going to cause trouble. We've got all sorts of things. We've got the Tower, we've got the Death card, we've got strength in, trying to undermine the strength of others. Justified fears here, disappointment and disruption, spies. But people are their details. About ISIS. Change coming with ISIS. More communications, renewal messages. It's going to be a step up for messages from ISIS. They're going to try and re-establish their place, new balance, and come out of hiding too. So there's two fronts to be worried about there. You didn't own up to it. You plead guilty. You got to own up to everything. Thank you. They're not patriots. Nobody who attacks one of the biggest seat of government in your country is a patriot. Oh, thank you, Michelle Mabel. I do appreciate that. I could go on for just a wee bit longer. Is the fret levels increasing? New directions. Yeah, there are increasing fret levels, and the momentum is going to go up as time goes on here, with them getting new levels of support and stuff. Oh dear. Now, somebody asked earlier if will Republicans be proven, will House members who are proven to have taken part in the planning, will they be punished? Any Republican House or Senate members who are proven to have taken place in the planning to put Donald Trump back in power, will they be punished? Will it all come out, and will they be punished? Oh yeah, yep. The plans they made, got together with other people and planned. The Republicans in this case with this card, which is I use this for the Republicans because of the rainbow. The rainbow is a facade. It's an illusion. So they're an illusion of the party it used to be. Thank you very much, Patricia Ray. The resources, they're going to be out in the cold, yet they're not going to be able to escape the consequences of their actions. But there will be punishment. The momentum is building towards that too. Communication messengers, emissary, to win a victory for someone who was voted out. Abuse of their position, office they don't want, very rough. They're moving away. They'll be moving away. Yeah, they are going to pay a price. It's going to be varying depending on who they are and how much they did or did not do. Somebody asked me about the Kushner associate, but I don't know who they're talking about. So, but anyway, will this Kushner associate, whoever he is, no, they're not. They don't have plans in taking the United States. No, they know that would just not happen. But they don't mind taking shots at them. That doesn't mean they don't have plans to make life a bit hard for them. Will this associate of Kushner be indicted? We'll have a look at him. I don't know who he is, but yes, and yes, it'll be for something shifting around money. It could be money laundering, or could be shifting money, straw donor, something to do with money, with hiding, shifting money. Yeah. No, in attacking, yes. Overtaking, no, yes. But attacking, Yes, probably in the future, but not for a while. They don't want to push things too far. No, that won't happen. Those weapons are really, they're ineffective. Well, it might sound silly to say that, but to do something like that, thanks Shelby, Lisa, to do something like that would turn the US against them. It would turn countries against the US. It would make things harder. Yeah, Biden said there's no way to withdraw US troops from Afghanistan without chaos ensuing, and that's true. It's something that's going to take a while to sort out. Chaos was always on the cards. But notice it didn't really happen until Trump was gone, and they started their moves after Biden was in place. Yeah. Well, yeah, the problem is if you did something like an atomic weapon or nuclear bomb, that would put the US on the back foot and in the position of being judged badly. There are other ways of dealing with it. It might cut things very short, but it won't work. It would be a big misfire. If they attack the US, there will be consequences. Well, okay, if the Taliban do attack the US in some way, will there be consequences? Absolutely, yes. They will be seen as being on the outer again. You see, this is a big yes here, and a yes. Absolutely, yes, there would be. The Republicans would be in a very tricky position. No. Yeah, and it would set, yeah. And it will be a bad cost, but yes, they would pay the price. Is the Patriot Company behind the far right? Who are the Patriot Company? I've never heard of them. Sorry, Patricia Ray. If you could give me a little bit more information. Is it a super PAC? Is it? Oh, Fred. I did see, like, North Carolina and all that facing the flooding a couple of months ago now, but it was that Trump supporters. Okay. Hi, J Cat Lady. How are you? Just I'm going to be moving the pet special back just 12 hours or so to Saturday morning my time, Friday night US time. So yeah, so the CIA warned the White House of swift Taliban takeover, but I think by then, by the time they did that, it was too late because Trump had already started the process. And yeah. Oh, they're definitely still in Trump. They're still believing what he's saying. They still have faith in him. Yeah, of course they are. Yeah, they are. They still have faith that Biden's going to get. And no matter how many times it's proved to them that that's not going to happen, they won't believe it. They're just so, these people, as you call them. What's the saying? Patriotism is the last refuge of a scoundrel. Well, they are the scoundrels. And yeah, they are, of course, very much there in the far right. Yeah. But it's getting weaker and weaker. Oh, yeah. Yes, he would have. He would have said, nah, dissolving the, you know. He would have. Definitely he would have gotten rid of. He would have dissolved Congress. Would Trump have dissolved Congress if he'd have gotten back in? Yeah, he had plans to do that. Yep. He had plans to do that. It would have caused a constitutional crisis. It would have caused, he would have had plans to do that. He would have tried to do it, and it would have caused a constitutional crisis, definitely. Thank you, Aria Song. Thank you. I do appreciate it. No, he doesn't. He just uses the GOP to do his dirty work. Hi, Bernice Henson. How are you? It's lovely to see your name there. Yeah, there's a lot of flooding. I did see that a couple of months ago now. I was asked about hurricanes and all that, and I did see that area from the mountains down. And Nashville, I think, is at the base of the hills, isn't it? There's going to have to be some evacuations, I think, from the area. Just talking about the well, it's lovely. I'm glad you're doing well from your surgery and that you're staying safe. And thank you for the lovely compliment. You have no energy. Oh, Patricia Ray. If you go to look at my community page, I've got, I put in 3 of my favorite grounding things: a chakra reset, a short 3-minute video with Deepak Chopra, and another one as well. The bell. But what I'll also do is I'll go on my community page and I'll post a couple of my favorite videos for music that raises energy. Oh, I'm sorry. There's not much. Yeah, those people who, it's not good. Linda G seems to think that the helicopters and all that have been left behind, apparently they have more than we have in Australia in our defence forces. Yeah. It was horrifying. Yes, it was horrifying. And I'll post some links to some of my favourite cleansing music and energy, high energy music to increase energy and stuff for you. Hard with the monsoons, but not here in the Western Desert. Are they up in the hills, Bernice? What I'll do, guys, is I will bring up a map with a map of the US. We'll have a look there. Yeah. Linda G was saying she thinks that some of the helicopters may have been fiddled with, and that, yeah. I'll have a quick look at that. Is it true that some of the equipment has left behind has been rigged not to work? Problem is, I think it has been. But I think once they realise what's happened, they'll be able to get around that. Yes, there has been some hidden things not to work, but they will get around that after a while, and their momentum will increase, and they'll be able to have those tools for some of the areas. Yeah, so some of the equipment has been left behind. US weather map. Well, that's the thing is, yes, they are doing that. They need to do that. Oh my goodness, you've got quite a mix of highs and lows over in the. It's been a long time since I've done what's the red? Hurricane warnings up in the Gulf. Tropical storm warnings. Flash flooding warning. Flash flood watch. Good part of Arizona is under flash flooding watch. High wind watch. Severe weather statement. Northern Arizona. And, oh my goodness. What's In the west, you're still a bit dry, but I do feel like, are there mountains in those areas? South Nevada, Utah is under a lot of Utah's under flash flood warning. Western Colorado. Oh, that is such a shame. That is such a shame to lose people like that. To burn areas through town. Gale warnings. That is not all. The gale warnings are not going to help the fires. Small craft in the northwestern parts of the country. Oh. I just got to check our weather for warnings. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it's like, do it now, do it now. Showers, possible storms. There's no warnings, but warning. Yeah, I think the storms are going to be coming in. No hail at least. So yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah. You know what? I think that company's going to burn out. It's the Patriot company for long. We're going to get into a bit of trouble. I don't think they're going to be around long. No. Again, end relatively quickly. You know what? I think they'll be gone within a year. That Patriot company. Okay, guys, I'll go for another 10 minutes and then I'm going to have to. Will California have any good rain this winter? Red flag warning. I don't know what a red flag warning is. What is it? Red flag warning. Fire weather. Oh my goodness. Will California have any good rain this winter? Long range forecast. Drought persists July through to October 31. Will there be more rain? Will California get decent rain? Will they get monsoons? Will they get any monsoon? They might get 3 big rain events, but which will cause some flooding and stuff. But will it be enough to break the drought? Oh, if I can put it off, they'll keep putting it off, bringing it up again. Yeah, look, fires are any good rain this winter. Yeah, possibly, yes. The world end of one thing and start of another. It could be heading into a new weather cycle, which will mean there'll be more rain and it will increase over the next few years. A new weather cycle for the next 3 years or so coming in. It's going to take a while. Yeah. There could be some very bad flooding in some places in California. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, put the cards in upside down. That'd be right. I'm a noodle. You know. Yeah. There's a lot of lows around the mountains that I saw initially. So we're going to go back to synoptic. Lots of lows happening in the mountains, some highs which are not good for rain. Either not good for rain. There is a low around Northern California at the moment, but there's no lows where it's needed in those fire areas. Yeah. Now, I do feel like it might be coming to an end there. That cycle of drought in the next year or so, or over the next 3 years, it will be coming more and more rain and stuff. And it's probably going to start. Your ears ring every time you have an earthquake somewhere in the world. Okay. Mm. There's a lot of activity happening around the Pacific Rim. Is activity in the Pacific Rim going to get worse? Yes. You're going to hear more. You're going to hear more from the Pacific Rim. Yeah, there's going to be more activity in the a bit of chaos happening. Yeah, anxiety, more activity for quite a while, I think, before stability is returned. So, yeah. High, dry winds. Okay, guys. I think I will pack it up now. Thank you very much for your help and support. I do appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow night, your time, Saturday morning, my time, for the pet special. Love you all. Stay safe, stay strong, stay happy, and stay healthy, and stay loving. And I'll see you about 24 to 48 hours, 36 hours or so. Okay, hi, Teresa Bossa. I'll see you soon, okay? Tomorrow night, your time.